Hello everybody, welcome back to Bison Workshop. I'm Bob, and today I just want to introduce a new product that Bison Workshop has come up with for Bison Air Rifles and Parts.com, and that part is going to be for the Umerich hammer carbine. So basically what I've done was I just copied this part right here. I didn't use any of this back here. First of all, I don't have a printer big enough to print that. Hope you're having your trunk coffee today, guys. But this is the part that I made for it. And it's got a rough texture to it. And it's got a Picatinny rail on the bottom, a 9 slot, and then a 7 slot on each side. So basically, now I'm not going to put it on my gun. I'm just going to show you about how it will work. You just take and put it over your shroud. Now this here will still need to be a little filing on your part because not all these are exactly the same. And I'll show you exactly what I mean. This right here is the original tube that came off of this. And it slides in just fine. But I have an aluminum shroud, which is just a hair, just enough to make it tight. So basically it'll just slide on. You'll have to file it to fit your shroud because different shroud, different measurements by very little, but enough to make a difference. So you just slide that on, slide it onto your bottle. Now mine ain't the carbine. It don't have that big bottle, and it does have this. So the carbine doesn't have any of this forward forearm grip. It just has the tank and the barrel. So this here should slide right onto your carbine hammer and go all the way back wherever you want to put it on your bottle. And that way you got a place to put your flashlight or whatever, bipod on the bottom. It's got 4 stainless steel set screws in it that goes down and goes against the tank. They are flat tipped, so you still don't want to tighten them too tight, whether they're flat, round, whatever. You definitely don't want to use a cupped one on there, and you definitely don't want to use a pointed one on there. Flat bottom set screws only, and don't go crazy when you tighten them up. But I think that looks just like that. It's almost identical. I counted 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ribs. I put 7 ribs in it. Or 8 ribs. I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. So yeah, I put Bison in there where you can see all the way through it, but I changed that and made it like this down here where it says hammer. Now, somebody could take and spend the time with a little tiny paintbrush and a magnifying glass and go in here and paint the hammer whatever you want and the Bison whatever you want, whatever color to match your gun. Who the hell knows? There's a lot of options with this. Now, I've gotten this so close because I used this, my original shroud, as a template to get it to fit pretty snug. I mean, it's really snug. You have to actually twist it to get it out of there. It might fit loose on yours when you get it. So check it first. Anyway, but that's the new product. Now it also has a hole, a pre-drilled hole in the top. Mine has a screw that goes down into it and threads into this aluminum housing. Not many threads, but enough to hold it in place. Basically all that is for is just to keep this from sliding back and forth. But if you're putting it on an original with all the shroud and everything on it, you wouldn't have to do all that. You wouldn't need that hole. So I put it there in case you wanted to do it. Use that hole and change that to aluminum if that's what you want to do. But for the most part, it's just there for an option. So Everything's threaded. Now they don't come with the 7-slot and the 9-slot rails. They'll come without the rails, but they will come with the stainless steel screws, so that when you get your M-lock rail, you can just put it on there and you already got the hardware for it. Because you can't use the hardware that comes with them, because they're different. They go in a slot, like this one does. So, and I probably could have put that slot in there, but that would have weakened it. I want a lot of meat. You can see there's a lot of meat in between all this. 3 millimeters thick. This one might be 2 something, but it's really just to be able to use a bipod and stuff like that. That's the only purpose for this. The gun doesn't need it, but it's an option that gives you a way to put a Picatinny rail in there. So I just wanted to show that. This one here is going out to a buddy of mine, waiting on him so I can ship it out to him. But he's getting 2 rails and a bottom rail, simply because we're doing some trading. He's going to be sending me some slugs soon, so I figured that would make things even. So, but there's the new barrel band added to the Bison Air Rifles and Parts.com. Check it out, guys. I got all kinds of parts for AEA. I've got a few for Benjamin. Now I got some for the hammer. I've got barrel band rail system for the M50 and the Max, Element Max, and the Zeus. So anyway, hope y'all learned something, got something out of this. You guys have a good one. Later.